Whew. There we are, team. Our foot warm-up might be a little abbreviated. Okay, perfect. All right. So in our space, not needing anything, just your body, we're going to take our feet. So you have your feet right underneath the hips. Oh, good. Oh, good. And then you're going to take your feet and roll onto the balls of the feet and onto the heels. So you're lifting the heels and then lifting the toes. Lifting the heels and then lifting the toes. So as we come into that on purpose, loosening up the feet, warming up from the ground up, and then outside rim, inside rim, roll out, roll in. So think about as we roll out in, which we do quite often, or we used to, we haven't really done it in a while, but in Pilates we used to, think about pushing into your big toe, and then pushing into your pinky toe, pushing into your big toe, and then pushing into your pinky toe. I started the track when I was waiting for it to load, and so you may have like 2 seconds of the song, I'm not sure. And then from there, team, now there's a whole set, and I'm not good at it, but like if you can put your big toe down and your pinky toe down, and then lift the 3 toes in the middle, make a little bridge, go for it. 9. Not that strong yet, but zero warm up. I think that means our warm up's over. And then take your weight, plant all 4. Now, lift the toes to the ball of the foot, the landing pad comes in, and spread your toes. And then press them down. Spread your toes, and then press them down. As we move on, so you're thinking about that movement, lift up, spread it, and then grip it. Spread it. Now picture your toes like suction cups. So you spread your toes, and then push your toes down into the floor. So if you look down, you see kind of like white knuckling on the knuckles of the toes. So you're gripping the floor with your toes. And then roll on to that right ball of the foot. Slide forward and pull back. Slide forward and pull back 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Come up onto that landing pad and then roll pinky toe to the big toe. Pinky toe to the big toe. Yes. Is that better? It's now I can't hear it, which is still a better problem to have, and so we'll probably be offbeat, but I'm not that worried about it. For it to not be too loud for you, it's the opposite problem. 2 more. Last one. And then go ahead and set that left heel down. Now that right foot, push up onto the ball of the foot. And then once you push up onto the ball of the foot, and then roll in and out. Yeah, I like using this because it is very clear on your end. But for it to not be too loud, it can only be, you know how like when you have your volume, I can only have it like the first notch. Like that's on 1. And so I can't hear it, but I don't need to hear it. But it must be because it's right by the mic then. Ooh, this one's a little fussier. Last 5. Yes, I'd much rather you be able to hear. And you can deal with, and then go ahead and set that down. Now with that team, we're going to take the weight of our feet, come up onto the balls of the feet 1 more time, and come up onto the heels. It was good. It was good. I feel like, and then grip the toes into the earth, and then take those hands, big reach up. Back bend, and then big reach up, and then scoop it down. Again, lift up. Back bend, reach up, and scoop it down. 2 more. Big reach, back bend, big reach, and scoop it down. Now on this next one, big reach, back bend, big reach, take your hands, bring them to your heart, forward fold, reach down to the floor, halfway lift, bring it back down, grip the floor with your feet, roll all the way up bone by bone, big deep breath in, arms up, hands to heart, forward fold, halfway lift, hands back down. Roll up, bone by bone. Now I want you to think about if your feet are still gripping the earth, big breath. Hands to the heart, forward fold, halfway lift, bring it back down, roll up, bone by bone. One more time, big deep breath in, arms up, hands to heart, down to sternum, forward fold, halfway lift, and bring it down. Hands up, big sweep, and then bring the hands behind the head, bend it to the right and to the left. Now picture again, when we go from position to position with the body, the feet are going to start to either pronate or supinate, or the toes are going to forget to grip the earth. So you constantly suction cup with those toes. I love that. I probably shouldn't, but just to the right, team. Right and center. Right. Now this is how we're going to wash the brain a little bit. 4 more. And 2. Now start to the right, big circle, get a little dizzy. So we start that. Your movement might be small. Your movement might be big, might be fast, it might be slow, but we're trying to shake up the brain. Get a little dizzy. 4 more. Legs as straight as you can. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Breathe through. Find yourself. Bring your hands to your ribs. Elbows are back. Press it forward. Bow your head. Press it back. Look up and press it forward. 1 more. We should regain our balance a little bit. Reach forward and then pull back. Reach forward. Now from here, take the hands up. Slide them back behind the head. Go to the left hand center. Reset your grip of your toes. 4 more. Side bend. Strong obliques. 3. Into. And then make your circle start to the left. So you go as big, as fast as you can, control. And again, trying to get a little disoriented. Shake it up, 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Find your center, fold. And then hands to your ribs. Pull your elbows back. Reach forward, bow your head, relax your neck. And then pull back elbows, bring back behind you, look up. And then press, bow your head. And then pull back 1 more time. Press. And then pull back. Now as you press, this time press forward. Bring your hands to your thighs and squat down. So you drop and lift. So we start that. We were working today on some loaded quad stuff. The pressure into your legs, it's intentional. You use your strong arms. It does help. I mean, we don't have the ability here, but it does help when you have a mirror, because you get to find yourself in the mirror as soon as you come out of it. And I'm not as dizzy. I mean, the goal is to be dizzy, but I'm getting acclimated to that. Isn't that crazy? Now take it down, hold, tuck your pelvis. Now this is where we were teasing before. Tuck your pelvis under, tuck it. 2 more. Now full body, so you round it and lift. Yes, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I'm not turning sideways. 5. In 4. 3. Round it. 2. And 1. Now twist it left and center, right shoulder over. So we start with that spinal rotation and your head gazes straight ahead. 2 more. Big twist. Now follow it with your eyes. Twist. Center. Twist. Ouch. No jumping. Last 4. In 3. In 2. And then back to the squat, down and up. Take it down and lift. Take it down and lift. Take it down and lift. Take it down. 4 more. 4. In 3, in 2, in 1. Now take it over, reach. So make sure that you're taking that left hand over towards the right and then bring it to the heart. Over to the heart, over to the heart, over to the heart. Now from here, over, rotate, over, rotate. So with that movement, your levels are all gonna change. You can go big on that twist, big on that twist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center for 4. Push into your quads. 3. I know, crazy, huh? And then right hand down and up. As you get that rotation to start, then go ahead and take that to your heart. 4 more. 2 more. Last one. Now add that rotation to him. So we pick it up, pull it back. Pick it up, pull it back. As you get more comfortable, rotate. Big twist. Now look over the right shoulder. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just the squat for 4, 3, in 2, and 1. Right foot, step forward, step forward. Now, this is where you start to take this left foot, turn it out, right toe straight ahead. So we're paying attention to the middle toe. It's pointed straight ahead as you rock forward. Rock forward. Last 5. In 4, 3, in 2. Now take it a little bit lower into that sink and lift, sink and lift. Landing so soft on that right foot, so control it and lift. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it in that functional lunge, down and up, down and up. Your body's coming through the center of that. I know, she brought me a little octopus. 4, in 3, 2, center it, and 1. Now listen, we're gonna come back, bring it. So as you come into that right foot to the shin, I can choose, it can be on the floor, level 1. I can bring it to the thigh. I can bring it to the shin. How high can you get your right knee? 4 more. In 3, in 2, in 1. Hold. Find your balance. Now test it. So as you test it, get as wobbly as you can. That is as much for balance as, I love it, and freeze. Bring that right knee up. Now send it away. Protect your space. So again, just like we've been working on, grip the floor with that left foot. Create this space, this safe zone, that you're taking all the resistance, all the things that don't serve you, push them away. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, squat down to the right. So you're coming into that, nice and strong, chest is open. Side squat, push up, push into your quads with that arm grip, push. 3, and 2. Now, double squat right here, down, together, down, together, down, together. Level 1, feet are flat. Level 2, little rubber day, pump, 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 pump. Last 4, Now, level 3, soft land, soft land, soft land. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat center. Feet together. Now, toes forward, toes out. Try and keep your toes off the floor for this one. So you have your heel and your landing pad ball of the foot. 4, open it. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Drop it down. Go wide. Yeah. It's pretty cool. From there, you drop into that squat team. Hold. And down and up. And up. Yes, I was reading that burn squeeze, and burn squeeze, bum squeeze. Yes, so good, so good. 4, it's like we've been together a long time. Last 2. Now listen team, take the arms right here, take them down, big reach, power pose. Level 1, heels are flat. If I close my eyes, level 2. If I want, releve, get your feet underneath you a bit. Drop it, drop, lift up, drop, lift up, drop, lift up. 4 more, find your balance. 30. Now, into, we're gonna go smaller and a little bit bigger. Down, down, down. You can be here. You can keep your heels up or little jumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cougar lunge. Tip forward. Drop so that you have a nice open heart. Shoulders are retracted. Hands on the quads. Side to side. Back tight. Starting out with that, and then we take it big reach, side to side. Lean in, lean in. So we lean in, but we have a hip hinge and a shoulder retraction. Touch it on, button in. Now, look in the direction of your hands. Reach, reach, reach. 8 more. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on over. Right toes forward. Left toes out. Getting ready for that crescendo. And down, up. Take them down. And lift. Down. And lift. And lift. Sink. Push into your quad. Now, releve that right foot. Heel lift. Heel lift. Heel lift. That's hard for you to see. Big reach. I can stay there or float. Sink. It's so important how this is landing. Sink. Like a squat. Center it. 4 more. 3, 2. Now listen, team. Take that foot down. Bring it in. Down. Bring it in. Toes are straight ahead. Bring it in. Option all the way. 4 more. Big reach. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Open it up. Test it. Stick it. And then find your tree. Sapling, ankle, all the way up. And then here we go. Hands to heart. No thank you. Open to receive. We receive the light, reach up, and then bring it to your heart. No thank you. Open. receive, and then bring it to your heart with gratitude. Push away, no thank you. Open to receive. Receive that light, what we're reaching for. Now a little faster. Push away, receive. Gratitude. Push away, receive. Gratitude. 2 more. Push away, receive. 1 more. Push away. And hold. Now bring the arms up. Slide that right foot back. And then with the arms forward, the leg back, repeat. Pull the hands towards the knee. 8. Some days are sapling days. And then hold, team, reach. Take the arms out to the side. Here comes our flock of seagulls. And float. Grip those toes. Again, suction cup into the ground. I am excited. In 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Now listen, friends, go ahead and set your back foot down, turn your toes out so you're in warrior 1. So we're kind of abbreviating so we can even up the other side. Lean into that left foot. Take your left hand down, your right hand up. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, lift up and then reach in opposition. Peaceful warrior, left arm up, right hand below. Your right toes are turned out, your left knee is turned straight ahead. Reach, so we picture that our right hand reaches down to the past for what that's taught us, and then we reach up to the future for what we're seeking out of our day, using the 2, bridge the gap. Lean into that left knee, big breath. As you exhale, spiral to front. Turn your right toes so you're pointed straight ahead. Crescent lunge, big breath. Exhale, back bend. And then bring it back into that crescent lunge. And then from here, team, push off your back foot and reach back into that quad stretch. So you can stay here. You can pull forward. You can reach in opposition. Yes, they don't always, but they did this time. my suction cups. 4 more. In 3. In 2. Squat center team. Here we go. They set last night, so typically they don't. They reach up. A little too close your eyes. But they did on this one. Option to releve. Down, heels up. Down, heels up. Level 3. Heels stay up. So we squat. We reach. Squat. We reach. 4 more. Last 3. In 2. And 1. Heels down. Step it forward. Now, as you take that left foot forward, we're coming around the other side. Left foot straight ahead, right toes turned out. But I was mentioning, take your body weight with you so you're down the center. That people, like, because a very small amount of people that are on Facebook, and then drop it. Lean in just a little bit, and your pelvis is right through the center. 5, 4, 3, in 2. Now hold that functional lunge down and up. Push into the quads. So we're not leaning forward. We're not leaning back. We're right centered in between the 2 legs. 4 more. Last 3, 2. Step that left foot back, down, step it back, down. So again, make that foot land so soft. From here, down, reach up, down, reach up. How high can we get that? Medium high is perfect, low is perfect. I trust you. 4 more. Last 3. In 2. All right, team. Hold it, stick it. Now test it. Get as wild, as wobbly as you can. And center. Hands to heart. Slide that knee up and then push away. Again, preserve this space. Find the space that you're keeping free from those things that don't serve you. Big deep breath in and then squat it down, team. Down and lift. Down and lift. Push off those quads. Now when you come up, toes up. Toes up. So again, you can't see, but on this one, our toes are staying lifted. Reach up. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now take it down. Open up the legs. From here, same thing. Hands to heart. Push away, and then alternate your heel lift. Roll up. I'm so glad you're still here, Lee. 4. Last 3. Last 2. Both heels, lift and lower, roll through. Last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4. Check in, spread your fingers. 2, and 1. Heels down, take it down. Power pose. Power pose. When you come up, option, releve. Down, big reach. Big reach. Big reach. 4 more. And 3. So right here, big range of motion. Now, make it small, heels down. Down and up, down and up. I can roll it down the top if I want, or hop. You have feet. 7, 6, 5, or that jump shot. 3, 2, 1, cougar lunge. Reset. Squeeze your belly button in. Tip forward, but the shoulders don't round. Reach across. Follow it with your gaze. Mama. 4 more. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it. Set your left toes up. Those left toes are forward. Single leg squat right here. Take it down and lift. Take it down and lift. So your right toes are turned out. Drop your hip. Take it down. Lift up. Hit that, hit that. Option to lift the heel. All right, close the legs. Soft land. Soft land. 1 more. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Now, take it down. Bring it to the foot. Bring it to the floor on the ground here. Or fill it up, crescendo. If I want, I could releve right here. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel down. Hold it. Test it. Get as wobbly as you can. And then set it. Find your tree pose. Hands to heart. Feel your heartbeat. All right. No thank you. Open to receive. Receive it. Reach for that light. And then gratitude for it. Open to receive it. Reach for it. And then to the heart. Speed it up. Push away. Receive. Two more. Last one. All right, team. Take the arms, bring them over. slide that leg back and reach, pull. Strong. Last 8. Yes, me too. I feel like that's been the most valuable. And hold. Take the leg out, reach the arm. And blockers eagle. For 8. And 4. Now slide that left foot back. Turn your left toes, reach, warrior 2. Bend into this right knee. Now, we're again abbreviating this just a little bit. Right hand down, left hand up. And bring up peaceful warrior. Bring your right arm over, left arm down. Reach down to the past, up to the future. Connect them. And then spiral front. Crescent lunge. Back bend. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, step in and squat. Now we're going to do one more, we'll continue. 2 more. Last one. Now step your right foot back. So we're coming in opposite. We stepped it forward before, and the forward foot is pointed ahead. Now we have our back foot turned out. 2 more. Getting ready for triangle. Last one. Now take that right foot back. Sink down. Open up your hips. Move around a little bit. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, check it, team. We're going to take our hands, bring it to that left foot, straighten your legs, bow your head, let your head go heavy. This back foot is angular, so it's not directly perpendicular, it's a little bit angular. And then we're straightening that left leg. Ooh. Now drop down low, straighten it, drop down low, straighten it. So you could have your hands flat. You can have them tented, or we could bring them onto that shin if that feels better for you. 2 more. Last one. Now when we come up, team, we straighten both legs and then take that right hand. That's gonna bug me right there. I can hear enough to hear that. Now team, I can have my left hand on the shin. I can take it on the floor, we hit. And then once we have that hand growing to that right hip, rotate over. Big twist, follow with your gaze. 1 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it back. Reach your right arm to the ceiling. Big breath in. As you exhale, take this right hand, reach it across the left. This left hand, pull it to the left hip for 8, 7, 6. This right hand is creating resistance against the left shin. 3, and 2, and 1. Both hands down, team. Bow your head. Let your head hang heavy. Now lift your right heel. Square up, turn your toes in front. Set your right heel down. Roll up bone by bone. And drop it, reach. Keep this front leg straight. Night. 4 more. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Now listen, reach it. Step in. Clasp your hands. Bring it right, center, and left. Right, center. I know. I'm having to pick and choose, and then look over the shoulder team. Look over. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Now listen, team. Reach up. Back bend. Big reach up. Sweep the arms down. Left foot rocks back. To the back and forward. We're just wrapping up the series, team. That left foot externally rotated, rock it back. And in gently through that landing pad. 2 more. And take it down right here. Hold it. Sink it. Move around in it. And then team. Hands. Pick it up. and drop it. Pick it up, left toes are turned out and drop it. 2 more. Take it up and drop it. 1 more. Take it up and drop it. Now, as you come up, turn towards the front. Let your head hang heavy. Straighten that right leg. Your left toes are externally rotated. From there, team, take this left hand, bring it to that left hip. I can have my right hand on the floor or on the shin. Straighten that right leg. When you're ready, level 2, add a little rotation. So, pay attention to the difference. Level 1, you row with no rotation. Level 2, you rotate without the gaze. And then level 3, gaze over that shoulder. One more. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Take it up and back. Reach down to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, take this left hand, reach it across, create some resistance. Over to your right hand, row to the hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Both hands come down. Listen, lift your left heel, square it up, set the heel down, staggered stance. Roll your body up, bone by bone. And with that right leg straight, reach and pull. Reach. Oh, I love it, GA. Turn everything on. Right leg straight. And 4, 3. So our goal is that as we get better at this, and 1, now hold it, reach, step in, clasp it. All right, team, over and reach. What I'm saying is as we get better at it and we're a little more limber, we're going to have a little bit bigger range of motion. And then gaze over. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Now listen, team. Hold, reach up. You're going to reach back behind you, grab that left foot. Now as you come into that, you can stay here or reach into that hamster pose. Yes, I did that too. Every time I do that with my hands. Big deep breath in, grip your toes. As you exhale, go ahead and set that left foot down, match the right, come down into small ball so you lift your heels. So want to push it, but I'm not. I'm just going to say, okay, that was great. So with our small ball, this is where we come down collectively. It's a low power pose, so we don't spend much time in here, but this goal is to refuel, to come back into the safe space, refuel, get what we need, rejuvenate, big breath in. And then as you exhale, set the heels down, straighten your legs, reach up, big breath. Back bend. See how far back you can go. Big reach, thumbs to the heart. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold, small ball option. Bow your head. And heels down, tailbone up, big sweep. Back bend. Arms up, thumbs to the heart. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Reach back down, small ball. Heels down, tailbone up. Bone by bone, roll up. Last time, team. Back bend. Reach up, thumbs to heart. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Send it back down. And small ball. Now in this small ball, before we roll up, team, and finish with our power pose, whatever stress we can leave here. Whatever resistance, whatever we don't need to carry away from our space, we're going to leave it down here. And then as we set the heels down and lift your tailbone and roll up bone by bone, take the legs, turn them out, And then big deep breath in. Get as tall as you can. Fingertips to those outer walls. And then exhale one more time. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Give yourselves a big hand. Good work, team. Thank you so much for being patient, for being flexible. I feel like all the things. For being open-minded. As we get more and more comfortable, turn my music off. As we get more and more comfortable with our, yes, I clap too. So I guess, and Lisa made it so you got to be at the whole thing. That's so exciting. But as we get, so once we know the moves in its entirety, when we have a whole hour together, they stay, I mean, there's different movements and different variations, but they stay kind of similar. And then our intentions get to advance and change. So we'll spend more time thinking about like different mantras, thinking about different, my feet are uncomfortable in this position. Thinking about different ways to put, to put it all together. It's like, it's supposed to be like 50, 55 minutes. What we don't do is, I'm going to bring you, my toes so much better, but it doesn't want me to do that. So I'm going to bring you down with me right here. But so thank you for asking. My toes so much better. A little ice, a little arnica, Band-Aid. It's great. But so for example, warrior pose and the beginning, like the beginning portion that we abbreviated, that's like 5 to 8 minutes. And we took out the plank series and we took out, that where we sweep down and lift up into, we didn't do as many of those. We didn't do the flexible strength piece where we did, everything a little bit longer. And then the only other thing, so do you remember when we did the heart hands on the floor and then we did heart to heart and then we did those side planks? We didn't do that today, but we did the whole squat series. So we did the whole squat series. Now so how it works, there's cardio, I think we already talked about this, but there's cardio yoga with a cardio focus and there's cardio yoga with a yoga focus. So we can bounce back and forth between, they both have a very similar, that cardio segment is very similar, but the flexible strength and the warm up is different, where the warm up in the cardio yoga focus is you're on a mat and you're in child's pose and you do all of that movement on a mat. And so that's going to change your direction, right? Because you need the length of the mat. And so it's a little bit different. What we've focused primarily on is the cardio yoga cardio focus. Yeah. And you would never say that. I'm only saying it so that you can differentiate the difference. So it won't be posted on a class that way, but it's mainly because how cardio yoga started. Yoga, I think we talked about this before too. Yes. Oh my gosh. Tongue twister. But cardio yoga, to yoga people, the cardio scares them. And for cardio people, the yoga piece scares them. And so it's a way to kind of, if you're teaching it in a yoga studio or a yoga place of like intention, then that would be more user-friendly because it would be more comfortable for them. And then if it's coming from a cardio side, none of it, as you've seen, when you do anything that potentially could be impact, it's like 4 or 5. When we do push-ups, it's like plank or you do 4 push-ups. It's never, so when it says cardio, it's cardiovascular because it's constant movement, but it's not going to be like intimidating where those, the one that we did today where we did the double squat and we came out and in, there's an option to come out, in, plank, in, out. And we did that, I think 2 Saturdays ago or something. Or maybe last Wednesday we did that. But so there's those little variations, but the rest are going to stay pretty similar so that the intention would be that just like our stretching, you do it like once or twice a week and your body can get really good at it because it stays pretty similar with slight variations and really more of a change in intention of the emotional cueing. And there's a high emphasis on emotional intelligence, which I'm all for, but I know that won't be for everyone. And the good thing is you can just tune that out. Like you don't have to go there if you're not feeling it. So, thanks, Lise. I appreciate you indulging my geekiness about being into it. But it is, I feel like it will be so good for us in the long run. I feel so blessed that we can be on this journey together because you can't, if people don't buy in, that's why I really hope that people have a good experience on Friday when we demo launch it, because if people receive it well, we can get more time slots in. So I'm hopeful for that. And once it like launches and once we go into that phase, I do feel like there's no reason why we can't integrate it into other classes, except for one of the great things. I gave a lot of options, a lot of time options, but is the foot part, being able to really work on our feet. And you know me, I don't like being without my shoes, but I'm really working on it. So it's my feet need it. So I'm ready. I'm like, okay, all right, feet. I guess I have to go cold and with no support and let you. Oh, well, hopefully. Well, I'm bummed that doesn't work for you typically, but they will thank us later. It's several things for me. It's like, it's a hassle, which is so silly. It's a hassle. I like my feet to be warm. It's my comfort zone. It's like being in the back row. Like I like being in an aisle and easily in and out. But anyway, I love you, team. I'm grateful that we got to be together today. That was getting real close. I didn't even notice my bicep was getting sore from holding my computer. And so then that was an extreme close up. But so what I was saying is once we get good at it, and what I might do is just add a day. Like if we can't get it consistently on the schedule where we can get good at it, I want to add a day where we're doing it, even if we're doing a half hour of it on this. So we can do like that half of it and this half of it. We don't have to do it all together. But I just think that, yeah, you do want to wear all black. It's a journey. So I probably won't talk about that much. I mean, I'll educate on that on Friday. And I'll wear, I have a cardio yoga shirt and black pants. But yeah, were you, okay, so Lise, I think we talked about it on a Saturday. I'm going to sit comfortably to chit chat. We should just do a FaceTime call. But and you don't have to. I love that you don't have any black, Chie. That's amazing. It's visually, when they started tracking how much distraction there is with the visual of a lot of color and chaos, not because color is chaos, but that the brain did a lot better when there was less distraction of like, oh, floral, oh, this. And so when it was all like, when you could centrally, people's balance were better, their mental focus was better. And then, so that was the first two reasons why they were like, let's have it be where we all wear black and we take that visual away with it. Perfect. And then third, which ended up being a really cool piece that they didn't initially intend, the science behind, it's okay. We can share the path. We can share the path. Hey, but so it became team oriented. So like the team came together because they're just like a sports team wears all the same color, and a cheer team, like all of those, they all wear the same color. And so it's it became more of a like the camaraderie of this is our team and we all move as one and we all look as one as we're traveling across like in this space in this room. Were it's like was unifying. So I thought that was cool. No, willpower and grace and cardio yoga specifically, the like the intention is that you wear all black. Yes. Not for if you look up online any of the cardio yoga classes, they're all black. I mean they also have their shirts that have like some different things, but it's yeah. And obviously the people filming have studios where like there's a big buy-in to it, so it's not I don't think that every class you would ever go to would be necessarily um as committed to that. There were some people who kind of resisted that also. But when you look at the science, it's like it is really like it is worth it to try and educate on it. And navy blue would be perfect too. It's to reduce that sensory stimulation because we come in so stimulated from our phones and our like all these other things. And so it's to reduce one stimulation, which is the same. That's the same with the auditory. There's certain places where, and I know this will be a stretch for people, but level one, you're planking. That's like the opposite. Trip 31 is like the polar opposite. Like the pendulum swings from cardio yoga over here, and it's like trip 31 over here. Stimulation check. Um, but so it definitely, um, yeah, I feel like it's that whole like even auditory. The music is specifically like upbeat, but not like no lyrics. And if there's lyrics, they're minimal because even if you don't realize how much you're being stimulated on that auditory senses, you are. And so they reduce all of that so you can really focus internally. But what I was starting to say is there's a plank series where you're planking, and level one, you plank, level two, and level three, you come down into a low plank and that whole auditory, um, like the noise of doing like or like doing that noise, it's intentional to because it gets I know. See, that's why I waited to dig deeper. We'll like level one, nothing. Level two, you blow a kiss. Level three, you get down in there and you blow a kiss and you kiss what you don't want goodbye and all the things. We don't need to talk about all this stuff today. I am. I am. I wanted, like, me. So I'm like, like with everything I learn, I'm like, well, why? And so I just kind of cut those things out. And then when you read the why, I'm like, oh, dang it. Because it takes me way out of my comfort zone. So yeah. And I feel like we'll just see, right? Science, I know. And it's not to me, it's not a one size fits all approach. Life in general isn't. So I feel like we'll pick what we'll get in our rhythm of what serves us. But notice we haven't done any of that together. I feel like we have done no kissing so far on YouTube. But if you want to see, I can send you the portion of that class on a video and you can see how they see that noise. I don't mind. Perfect. She does an amazing noise when she's like telling you how to roll your foot, and I can't roll my R's, so I can't do it. But it's like, I love it, but I can't do it. I like that noise better than the kissing noise, but I have nothing against kissing. I don't know why it's uncomfortable. And don't mind that. And I whoop whoop all the time. You'd think that my pride was already so low. I know. And here forever unless I decide that I'm going to block this one. I need to take more time and trim these at the end when it's all done. Trim the part that we don't want. Yeah, that's how I feel. And that you honestly too, here's the thing, and there's again science, but like when you're in a space, anyone who would go, is that can you say that's just like a sideways look, like judgy. Um, Missing the point. So if like that togetherness, sometimes you have to go right, no side eye. Sometimes you have to go into this vulnerable space and do this vulnerable stuff together to kind of break through to the other side. Um, and we'll just see how brave we're going to be and how long it will take us to be that brave. We don't have to be that brave on the first day. Um, yes, I'm the worst at it. I am worse at that than my feet. Um, do you mean like, are you facing the mirror? If you're in a studio with mirrors, you are facing the mirror, and the mirrors do help visually because we like lose our balance and then we find our eyes. And really, she is very big on this, and this is it is science. You make eye contact with yourself a lot, which so it's like you're doing something and then find your eyes. You're reaching up, kind eyes to the ceiling, and then you bring your hands to your heart and find your eyes. And yeah, me too. We're going to get good at it together, Lisa. Maybe not on day one, but um, ease into it. We're going to ease it. We're going to dip our toes in, our pinky toe. Me too. Me too. But I feel like our soul, maybe some of our people pleasing and maybe some of our worrying about what other people think, maybe, just maybe, if we say no thank you to that and we look ourselves in the eye and we look up to the ceiling and with our kind eyes and then bring that energy to our eye contact and our focus, maybe, I don't know. I'll keep you posted. I've only been practicing with no mirrors, so I haven't had to make eye contact at all. Oh, yeah, we won't be doing that. But I could see that being a thing. I could see that being a thing. That was probably personal preference with an exercise that an instructor chose to do to get people comfortable with that. That would do the opposite for me. That would make me less comfortable, and I don't know if I'd come back. Those are the things that, like, I hope that every instructor has a way that they bring it to like what their human likes. Yeah, did it? It probably does help for those who stick with it. Baby steps. Do you remember what about Bob? Baby steps into the elevator, baby steps into the hallway. Um, I will not have us go up to the mirror. I will say, find your eyes in the mirror, wherever you're at. So you could be in the very, very back row. Yeah. My life, I feel like I could quote What About Bob for like almost every experience that I face. It's funny. Well, I think that's very cool. If I feel like if that um I think I remember telling you guys when I did my and then I'll let you go. When I did my yoga training, my Strala yoga. Yes, that's one of my favorite parts. I do that all the time because I feel like sometimes Vix, and so Ben and I are the rowdy ones. And so that's totally our line when we're getting in trouble. Um, but when I took Strala yoga, we had to like one at a time. So there's so many people in the training, and one at a time, we had to like run across the room as a tree, and you would like spin and leap and you would be free and you would be a tree, and the point was to like check our ego at the door. And I didn't feel like I brought an ego in the door, and so I was like, not only do I feel like I already not have an ego to check at the door, but also then the running across the room, being a tree and being all free. I was like, this is not, I'm totally outside my comfort zone. So I don't feel like that really worked for my personality type, but maybe if I did it over and over and over again with a trusted group of people, maybe that would have worked. I did it one weekend in San Diego with a bunch of strangers, and it just made it worse. So, but I didn't stick with it, and I didn't bring it back and do it with like people, like a safe group. So anyway, yeah. Also, when I took Nia, we would like all get together, and you would be like an amoeba, and you'd like be back to back and huddling in the middle of the floor, and that was another thing that got you to like be connected. Um, and that also, I was like, that's just a little outside my comfort zone. I support those who that brings joy to, and then it didn't bring me joy. It did the opposite. It gave me but I probably burned a lot of calories because my anxiety was up the whole time from just pressure of being pushed outside my comfort zone. So anyway, I love you ladies. Thanks for listening to the crazy, all the crazy talk. So if you're going to go back to this, let's clip it at the 40-minute mark. I feel like that's when that was the workout. Yes, I know. And I feel like it was super unexpected because we we didn't know that we would get Lisa for sure. And then I haven't even checked to see if my afternoon is a go or not. I should confirm that. Oh, always. I love it. I mean, I know it's hard because you have to like type all the things. Thanks for this time. Thanks for explaining that we're going to have to kiss the floor at some point. Just so you know, you never have to kiss the floor. You just blow it a kiss. But it's true. I know. I think it was back in the old house. I'm not sure. We won't cross contaminate like where we've put our feet and all of that. I do draw the line with some things, but I love you friends. Have a great day and I will see you tomorrow. See, I just did the kiss there. What's my problem? That I've gotten used to, but apparently in a plank, apparently in a plank, it feels weird. But bye for reals.